Okay, so I figured we should probably, you know, here. In 10 minutes, I gotta get ready. Agma, Schwa, you teach linguistics. um. You've been known. I should probably turn off. Because it's already cold enough as it is. There. Okay. I don't know how OBS is going to handle recording for 12-ish hours. My heart is still racing so quickly, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, why do I... Oh my god, why am I so excited? Oh my god.
No, it's not 17 minutes, that's 3 minutes.
3
Wait.
minutes. Why am I so excited? Also, I'm recording right now just to see my initial reactions because they're gonna be quite different by the time I rewatch the thing. Shit. Shit. Why?
Woof. We are but a amateur.
Oh my god. 113 people waiting.
Purple.
I'm literally shaking right now. That's how excited I am. 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Is it?
0. When give me that word.
Whoa. Purple team has been eliminated. Eliminated.
Oh my god.
Disclaimer. You are about to witness many, many hours of the most horrific linguistic content ever created. Some languages may require breaking the law, but these are jokes, spoken of for the sake of the funny. Do not do illegal things. This will take a long, long time. You have been warned.
I can tell that you're still ahead with your...
Hello, one and
Yeah.
all, and welcome to the third Cursed Conlang Circus! I'm here in the Basque country. Democracy. And in this democratic system, you all voted for your top 6 Cursed Conlangs out of the batch. And out of that, those top 30 were sent to us. Myself, Eternal, the members of Big Lang, my patrons over on patreon.com/nga, channel members.
What the fuck is
Bro,
going
what is
on?
Agma
Okay.
Nothing happened. It was just playing Victoria and Steam Engine Sim.
Let me know if it starts lagging. It shouldn't, but let me know if it starts lagging.
We shall see.
Testing, testing,
Oh!
testing, 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 testing,
Oh!
testing, testing. Doing a little more testing. Sometimes we like to test around here. So, first of all, I'd like to thank all of my matrons over on patreon.com/nga, along with the channel members on YouTube who have clicked on the join button that's below all these videos.
Men.
This would be impossible without all of you, and many of you participated in the judging that you're all about to witness. So to everyone who participated in the judging from Patreon, thank you very much. I've always been struggling with what kind of benefits to give to the matrons for supporting our cursed, nightmarish cause, but lately we got a few things going. I've got the weekly update that sometimes happens weekly on there. You get early access to updates to the comic. You get the secret chat on Discord. You get immediate access to our Minecraft server, which otherwise would take you sending 1,000 messages on the server to get access to. So there's that. If you're into the old craft, Schwa is pretty awesome. And along with all of that, you also get just access to me. We get to communicate. You get to suggest ideas if you need conlaying help. I got you on that front. And maybe there's some behind-the-scenes content that happens sometimes. I don't know, but I just really appreciate it. Seriously, though, that Minecraft server is really fun. I'm gonna make a video about it sometime. But if you want on, either send 1,000 messages on the Discord server or become a matron. Those are the two possible paths that you can get onto there with. It's pretty good. So.
Session 2!
God damn it.
Oh,
damn it. What?
It's face fist.
Who's face?
Trying something here.
Good lord, what is happening?
Oh, that's Frisian? Oh god.
Yeah. He's face fist.
Yeah, we got some John.
Well, I was about to demonstrate why you shouldn't copy the link, but apparently Discord is too wary of phishing attempts to make me allow me to mask a link using another link.
I had a heart attack.
So here's the video, but if you select and copy again, I will have an aneurysm. You right click and then you click
Fuck.
copy
Ugh.
link.
Copy link. I'm copying.
Yeah,
I'm copying.
I cleaned this one. So here we go.
Oh yeah, I've seen at least part of this. The Kornish speakers have spoken.
This video is probably a major departure from my usual content, but it's been a long passion of mine, and the Agma Schwa himself has given me the perfect
What?
How did you manage that? Why are
What?
subtitles on your book?
Oh yeah, look at that. Goodbye.
Why are they so low resolution?
Yeah, these like 240p images. It's beautiful.
Oh no.
Dang.
Yeah, but she only uses those like pixel art fonts, so
Yeah,
it shouldn't
yeah.
be too bad.
I like it.
Monospace font, yes. If that's even a monospace font.
That's
no, it's
my
not.
that's
It's
my
just
ogres are
pixelated.
like onions translation from like 5 years ago at this point.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me, given that Korn is still obsessed with Ultra French to this day.
Very
Yeah,
true. Very
go.
true. Ultra French is amazing though. Eternal and Onwand have evolved that thing beyond even the comprehension of the original showcase. We have to do a second one. Like,
We'll do one at some point.
yeah. All right. Anyway.
opportunity to show this thing.
This thing.
So, in 2017, I was multiple things.
Oh no.
For one, I was cis. And I was, let's just say, a little bit full of myself. But more relevant to this video, I was bored out of my goddamn mind! So I decided to do something that would ruin me. So here's my journey through Kornish.
Are we going for the story theme on this one, or is it just another opening scene?
Red and Mulligan. Sorry for the microphone, it's a little...
It's acceptable
So,
compared to some.
Kornish
others.
isn't a well-documented language by any means. I had to rely on digital scans for this video, and there isn't a lot of free material, much less copyright-free. But it does very much exist. So,
Okay.
quicker overview on Cornish culture. The Cornish diaspora is split into 4 different groups, with 2 of them in France. Map. There's also a now extinct group, but we'll get to them pretty soon. I chose to try learning Cornish. Mostly because why not, and also kind of because it was a semi-endangered language near me. God damn it, I just revealed my location, didn't I? Cornish folks are also conjectured by some to have telepathic abilities. It's just kind of, kind of out there, but food for thought. Okay, so while editing this video, a friend sent me a paper that suggests that there's a language that's related to Kornish, spoken in Egypt, written with Cyrillic.
Oh no.
Why? Here are the consonants. Sorry for the quality as young as again available. And
Wait a
sorry,
second.
consonants.
Excuse
Sorry.
me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't actually remember this. I don't know anything about this chart. I've never seen this chart before.
Implosive, but we also
In particular.
contrast between
I haven't even
co-articulated
said this
and MM.
I didn't even know this existed. What the
There's
heck?
just na and wa, and they're just normal.
And of course, you're the the palatal approximate.
I like how we're 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and this is the first mention of phonology this session.
Yeah, wrong chart.
Amazing.
Oh god, what is this reality we're living in? Okay, let's go.
For the quality as young as again available. And so I stretched some things to fit onto the screen. A few things to note. La is indeed dental and maybe fricativised.
Sure.
Is that okay? So that's just more phonology. Okay.
Is that documentation in Ultra French?
Is it?
It looks almost. I mean, there's a few things that I wouldn't spell the way it's spelled here, but it's. I can see what's
think it
happening here
is.
more or less.
Yeah, it is. It's literally.
Not one, but
the
no, it's
table
just the other French word for
somewhere.
tooth. There's just the other French word for tooth. So
I like how it's themed after a bad
Much
skit.
of this should be
yeah, again, it's not how. Some things I wouldn't spell this way. For instance, most of those O's should be AU.
Oh yeah.
It's
Very true.
yeah.
But goddamn, it's like one of
all
those
of
shitty
that-
scans, like as if
all
it was
of
found
that-
from Ultra French a long time ago and scanned 20 times by 10 different universities. Like,
I would also make like most of the column and row. I mean, definitely the column names should probably be adjectives, and those would be a bit different because most Ultra French adjectives aren't proper adjectives, but adjective verbs. So they have a very specific ending if they use those adjectives.
oh god.
duh.
Still. Anyway, goddamn.
I mean, the main pain point here is how the table is aligned. Like, what is this formatting? Seriously, this is. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Okay.
This is actually pretty well documented by Kornish standards. The syllabic nasals and the lengthened s are results of vowel elision. Va is usually categorized as a semivowel for historical reasons. Two of my sources described Schwa and elephant of wa.
yawn.
Ya and wa have asterisks in this chart as they are very much looped into the more than controversial discussion of Kornish vowels. The parentheses represent the rhoticized quality compared to Middle Kornish. And Old Kornish was historically a number of front vowels followed by n. Owing to this, it's generally called the nasal e. E in modern Kornish is apparently in free variation with e to distinguish it from long e further. Also, the diphthongs shown at the bottom of this chart here are just the ones usually taught in the Getha variety of Kornish. It's the whole thing in linguistic circles that care about Kornish. So, as I've alluded to, the evolution of Kornish is a bit peculiar. To abridge a lot of things, the first shifts were probably deaffrication, and then loss of ga and wa, where have I seen that before, followed by a vowel shift in Native Kornish, finalized with...
It's just, god damn it.
Very similar to Ultra French.
Yeah,
Ultra French that.
It's an Ultra French evolution moment. God damn it. This had a target audience of like 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The maker included.
Yeah. Oh god, okay.
the rhotic shift in modern Cornish, and we'll get into all of that at the end of the video. Middle Cornish is also responsible for vowel elision, wreaking havoc onto any semblance of phonotactics, such as Vishin, where everything is a consonant. Wait, how's that spelled again? Oh god, I'm skimming through the script and O to me was a lot more enthusiastic. Like, my native language already has multiple word crimes in its orthography, so how bad could it really be in Cornish? So, the first Cornish text written in the modern script was by Kornish, who is also non-coincidentally the namesake of the language. Cornish orthography is generally considered to be entirely decoupled from spoken language, to the point that there are some words that are written the exact same that mean very different things. Probably the most sensible part of the script is the obvious doublet Dave and David, both of which are derived from a folk story from Visfoy Cornish. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Visfoy.
I have not. I do not think I've seen that before either.
What?
Oh, just the script, just look at that, god.
Yeah, pixelated, like, Germanic.
It does look really fucking cool.
Yeah,
it does.
I just love how everything is, like, themed like it's scanned, like 5 layers of scanning. It's beautiful.
In Westphalia, and they poeticized. They added a whole bunch of words with dual meanings. The only source that even pretends to claim where they went said they all died in a mine explosion. The evolution of Cornish can basically be boiled down to trying to save as much space as possible. Seriously, there's not much precedent for Angstria to be spelled BXFH. Oh yeah, that dotless J character is called hash, and the dotless I in many words is called A. And if you thought I was going to list all the anomalies right here,
Someone in the
I don't know what to tell you. The whole video is just doing that on its own. Okay, maybe one example. How would you pronounce this word?
No, no.
The standard Cornish pronunciation of this is actually shiv. Almost points if you can figure out the etymology.
My guess would be Xinjiang, which is surprisingly incorrect.
Points if you can.
Correct, of course.
Figure out the etymology. So in 2008, Maxine Leverton, who describes herself as a former native speaker of Cornish, and I swear to God that's about the only coherent sentence on her website, tried to make a more phonetically consistent alphabet for Cornish. And it sucks. Here's a comparison using the letter she wrote when people criticized her for her handling of everything. The debacle is probably a
real
story for another video.
Like what?
One that I won't make.
No idea.
A slightly more subtle changes in the ASCII reform, which is used mainly by Maksu folks on the internet because Cornish keyboards don't seem to exist.
I searched up the name for Maxine Weaverton, and the only thing that came up was an arrest record from like Tennessee.
Okay. All right. I guess. Oh man. Okay.
Other than the removal of all diacritics and accents, X becoming S and the almost standard K to LR, which is more than a little controversial over there.
Why?
Cornish grammar isn't that notable. I gave up on learning it at this point, but it was just a lack of motivation. Not that my mother tongue would have made it easy. The verb particles are shown here, with this thick line being where the root is positioned in relation. So, don gafad means to be lied to, but gafadon would attach to the next verb. Probably. The exception to this positioning in this chart would be the interrogative array, which is placed at the end of the sentence.
I do love how this part of the documentation is in English for some reason and also typeset properly.
Honestly, it was probably a lot of effort to make those other tables.
I still wouldn't count the orthography table being right-aligned as typeset properly, but it's better than whatever that nonsense was before with the misaligned columns.
God damn it. Okay.
Don't mind the 2 words for vomit. Cornish speakers do that hard enough. Also, Cornish grammar is mostly based on the teachings of the cannibal, who was a cannibal. Basically, verbs are the only thing you need to worry about. Nouns in Cornish don't have
Wait, what did that say?
Verbs are
previous factors.
His name was
apparently. Wait, whether he was truly the great butcher of lamb or of another meat entirely. The name. God damn it. That's like the translation text where like "na" becomes "moo."
Yeah, moo.
The only thing you need to worry about. Nouns in Cornish don't have cases, and instead rely on the word order, generally SVO, and the... what? The pronouns? What the honk? The pronouns can speak for themselves. There's also second-person nominative in modern Cornish, only used in the interrogative. Yikes. Also, when he said that the word order is generally SVO, that's only true for written Cornish. In spoken language, people can do whatever the hell they want, and the meaning is just inferred from context. Aside from that, the grammar is pretty self-explanatory for a Germanic language. Is it Germanic? Is it Romance? Is it Austronesian? No one's sure.
Word record. Paranormal researchers literally combine Cornish and Ultra French speakers into one group, citing near identical results when using various measurement systems to detect physical activity around them.
Again, no one's gonna get this, what this is supposed to be. No one is gonna get this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what the reference is supposed to be. Where is the thing? Well, the Ultra French, the start of the Ultra French copy pasta that we translated starts with, "We can detect rays and beams of energy floating between Ultra French speakers if we use certain long forbidden measurement systems."
Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
The Ultra... Oh, man. It's just... Okay.
Agma, how does it feel to have someone who knows more about your conlangs than you do?
The Ultra French copy.
God.
The funny part about that particular, just real quick, the funny part about that particular part of the Ultra French copy pasta is that this is the speaker effectively alleging that Ultra French speakers communicate via telepathy, but it's not the act of speaking the language that allows them to communicate telepathically, but the way it's translated into Ultra French. It's translated in a way that asserts that it's not just speaking Ultra French, but speaking and comprehending it in its entirety that does allow you to communicate telepathically.
God damn it. God damn it. Good times. All right.
Probably the most heated debate about Cornish right now. Here are the numbers in Cornish. No, I did not make a typo there. I and Z are spelt the same, even though they're about as different as I and Z. This is obviously a problem when reading Cornish. Numbers outside of these are fairly easy to construct. They're just hyphenated together. So, 11 would be base I, 10, 1, and 36 would be phi base Z, 3, 10, 6. Pretty straightforward. The names of the powers of 10 beyond 1,000 aren't well documented online, but people borrow numbers for Ultra French for this.
God damn it.
I think. There's also an irregular Cornish word for 13, Jagen Twin Sextertrud, which I'm not saying again. It comes from Phrygian. Cornish also seemingly had a fairly regular numeral system. In the past. Where did they go, you may ask? Well, Old Cornish numbers died. Well, the Cardinal stayed, but basically it died. The powers of 10 retained their archaic fractional counterparts, and first was revived as borrowing from Ultra-French, Roeng. But other than that, our faithful Cardinals, quotation marks, were all that remained around the time of Middle Cornish. Fortunately, there are now suffixes in modern Cornish learned from Ultra-French to help, namely ling for fractional, zue for multiplicative, and zue for ordinal. Yeah, the latter two are pronounced the same for some reason. In formal speech, you might sometimes hear the former as huh instead, but it's also pretty rare. Compound numbers only have the last part of the word quote-unquote conjugated for this, so 11th is Bezrueng. Oh, yeah, Jigen Twin Sexter de is 13th. That's irregular too. There also exists Dai, a cardinal prefix, even though numbers should already be cardinal. This is because, historically, outside of count nouns, numbers actually took the fractional by default. This is mostly due to a cultural anomaly. Traditional Cornish units were otherwise impractically large. They would be superseded by SI units around the time late Middle Cornish was spoken, which didn't make things any less weird, mind you. The default unit of length is the hecking femtometer. Soaking up units.
Wait, is it femtometer? Like,
Not just a femtometer, the hecking femtometer.
a hectofemtometer.
Yeah, it's 10 to the negative 15.
God.
10 to the negative 15 meters.
God damn it.
Hey, at least they didn't have to use fractionals anymore.
Nanometer.
Yeah, I'm approximately
No,
6
they
times 10
still
to
do.
the 16th power femtometers tall. Like, god damn it. Oh man, okay.
The unit is revived into modern usage as the DOE, which is usually defined as the Dallas Fort Worth metropolitan area. To further complicate things, numbers pertaining to DOE are still implied to be fractional, so 4.5 DOE would be Daishokative DOE. But for rifles, which is also the case for everything else, it would be Shokete Ibring Fihi. The other half is usually the suppressor.
God damn it.
So, probably the only bit of culture to come from Gauge map. Yes, there are more Cornish speakers in Wyoming than in California. Is the Dercurgent, which, as one blog puts it, is the perfect embodiment of the word cringe fest. Basically, the main premise is to make something that's emotionally grimacing to experience. Translations of horrific works are generally submitted here, being part of the spirit, including a translation of Jeff the Killer, Nietzsche, and of course, Twilight, the latter apparently being made over the course of 4 mornings. So, with all that said, here's the example text in all of its Glarukti. In all of its Glarukti. Lao, the Wanjai, Sika de Fisaz.
God, the spelling.
Iedereen de Fwappen vis bang. Ibdwa, Bardel Sage, Lao, Badequanjai Sakurak, de Alkander Kral. Fusieux, Laudodon Bostems, it de Renyang Valor the Romain. Before we get into the... Here's 11 Labs reading that text.
Road Yoija. Arias Shanti, Tijri, Xuji.
Yeah, AI isn't comprehending this language anytime soon. And me reading that Maxine Neverton thing they mentioned in the orthography section. Akti gay don donafrik, Vishin, Hunra, Dirora, Karsko, and Sage. I don't speak Cornish very well. And if you're wondering why I didn't submit something I've already shown you in this video that is infinitely more cursed, no. Also, the day I started work on editing, I found a theory floating around that Proto-Cornish had articles which were achieved through mutation. I'm not going to talk about things I don't know, so editing me here. I'm stupid.
Sam Kolob. What?
I'm not going to get into the vowels in this video, because no one is sure about anything, and I don't think the engagement would be worth being burned at the stake. Deafrication happened. That's about as far as anyone can say about the palatal fricatives.
Yeah, she's just making
The
people
tools aren't that interesting either.
This is Gambian
Intercalic
holiday
th
characters,
divises into h, and la turns into the mostly word initially. Slightly more interesting is...
God damn it.
Like how the ultimate grammar contains reference to several people named Snuff.
Yeah. You'll find Smuth everywhere. Smuth is part of a whole different cinematic universe. Like,
yeah.
Well, I think Smuth is referenced in the Gambian Holiday Wiki too, right? There's a Smuth in there now too. From
yes, I think so.
Yeah, because of the Chimney Man, right? Smuth is in there from him.
Yeah, I'm remembering something.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if this conlang has several Gambian holiday articles in it.
Honestly, at this point, not even surprising. Okay.
That intervocalic the became the glide la, changing the vowel qualities of offending words. You know who else turned into ga did. Galvanized into before back vowels, ya word initially, and else just became ga. Aspirated k also u with a rise around the same time. The wodics of Proto-Kornish are wa and hua, as far as that can be traced back. Most of the words that contained hua were apparently lost and replaced, and the wodics in general just got u with a rise to be more like a wa and hua, and initial wa became fwa. This would be the standing of the wodics by the time Middle Kornish started being spoken, and not much happens to them there, apparently. The fortition, I guess, of hua to hua in modern Kornish, 1, happened, and is 2, unconditional. So,
thanks,
this fricative is just a plosive now. And hua became more fricativized into hua. Thanks, Ultra French. Oh yeah, Civil Role, if you couldn't tell already, gets loaned by Kornish a lot, and surprise, surprise, the phonologies don't exactly fit. So, wa and wa are analyzed as wa and evolves accordingly. Meanwhile, wa is always just wa. As words with are borrowed early on, non-ra colored ja evolves like the, but defaults to ra, which, on to the Rhotics. The Rhotics in Proto-Kornish are, oddly enough, ra and ra. The weirdness here comes from loan words, and you'll see why I've left this section till last. Ra attached onto vowels and sometimes became the vowel, and ra became a lateral ra sometime around Middle Kornish. Rhoticized vowels tried to bring some kind of vowel harmony in early modern Kornish, and ra and ra retroflexed, so now we have ra and ra. The latinization of ra came from either English influence or a weird analogy with the Wodics. There's also a pattern commonly taught in Kornish that if a fricative is followed by an R sound, the cluster is usually pronounced f. Is it true? Rhotics from loan words or something. They're generally recognized as R sounds, somehow. And they're generally written with an R, but seldom actually correspond with Kornish's actual rhotics. Which means I get to do some really insidious things. English has got analyzed as r for self-explanatory reasons. All taps in general became la, ditto. The Vesfoi loaned German r as g, as it was the closest guttural to it in Middle Kornish. Ultra-French r is also regurgitated as r, and Pseudo-French r would be analyzed as hua in Kornish words. With the recent fortition of hua, combined with the fact that the letter R is actually pretty well preserved in Kornish script, leaves me with this. In Kornish, technically speaking, hua is erotic.
every sound and spelling change in this language was a real pronunciation or writing mistake I have made in life.
Oh god.
There's something at the video does more stuff at the end of the video for recall.
The what? Oh, at the very end. Origin of the Maxine Leverton text. What? What are you talking about? Who's Maxine? What? Okay. Alright. Okay. Got it.
And leave it, Agma, just stop. It's a few seconds. No, I mean, keep going. Stop looking at the timeline for 5 seconds. God.
I'm like, but that's a bit of an oversized carrot.
Yeah, it is. That's what I have no idea what the context was for that one.
That's a bit of
Agma,
an
stop the autoplay.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh god!
I have no idea. Go back. Just simply go back. Yeah, I have no idea what the context was for that one. Go.
The overly sized carrot.
Oversized carrot, yeah. I don't know what this is referencing.
I have no idea.
Minecraft stuff, but I don't know. 8 minutes for once, so a short one.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Alright. That's what I like to hear.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna start
And
recording
probably
just
one that fits a theme.
I
don't believe you.
That is rude and unverified. Sentence endings. The traditional ma and na, of course. Subject marker.
If it's how it occurs, take backsies is best. Better to admit an absence than to become a presence. What?
Oh my god, it's a particle form of like I rescind my statement.
Perhaps
Redacted.
more elegantly translated as never mind.
Yes. It's like that thing that politicians do. Like they say something unparliamentary and like I
retract my statement.
I retract.
Yeah. Retract the statement. Oh god.
Duh. Object marker. La. These are important. The particles to indicate quality of judgment. O is
reference to the speaker, A2 for reference to the listener, 1 which indicates the start of an assertion clause which asserts the existence of or the veracity of another clause, 2A clause which is a non-intransitive